Welcome to Ustream. I didn't feel to speak. But hi, welcome to Ustream. I look quite orange today. Can you see me okay? If you could let me know about the lighting. Okay, so professional. Welcome to Ustream. This is a non-duality talk, and you have to question me on non-duality or on my hair. Then you have to call me on Skype, not through Ustream. And my Skype name is Rebekah Maroon, all lowercase, no gap between the two names. And you call me on Skype, or I'll call you on Skype. I do these broadcasts every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. And generally they're about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many callers I get or how I feel on the evening. But yeah, an hour to an hour and a half it tends to be. What else do I need to say? Just hi. Welcome. So what is this talk about? It won't be a lively talk. I'm not really a lively kind of person. I haven't got that kind of character. I'm quite an introverted person, so it won't be a lively, active talk. I can assume. Who knows? But I get hyperactive sometimes, so it could be, but I doubt it. What I'm talking about has got nothing to do with the appearances, nothing to do with the body's conditioning or the body's behaviour or the body's background, upbringing, beliefs, the body's skills or lack of skills, situation, what it knows, its knowledge, how much it's realized or seen, how spiritual it is. How much it understands, how far it's got on that imaginary path. Its temperament, its preferences, its views. That's why it's so beautiful. It's got nothing to do with what's appearing. Itchy leg. So you're not going to find an enlightened behavior or an enlightened person or human being that behaves in an enlightened way. So what I'm talking about is something switches over from being a person, something separate and real here in the body, moving through the world, moving through life. That one being the experiencer. Things are happening to it. It is here and life's happening around it, to it. It is here, it is seeing, it is speaking, it is doing, it is thinking. There's a switch over, and that one who feels if it's doing from here becomes an appearance, an experience happening in you or in nothing. That feeling of you being here kind of dissolves or evaporates or collapses. And then that apparent character or apparent person is free to appear, but it's no longer a reality, it's no longer true, it's totally empty. It's life appearing. What you are is nothing, what there is nothing. Nothing being character, nothing being chair, nothing being speaking. There's nobody separate, real in it. Just totally empty. But yet it's full of life. Everything's happening. So it isn't the imagined, imagined being sitting in lotus position with, fingers touching and arming all day, or being peaceful and loving and kind. It's full on life. Everything. Everything. That's why it's so comical. It's always been this. Always been life. It's always been this happening. Just a miraculous appearance of something in life appears in the human. A miraculous dream. Of someone separate. But this energy is built up of someone moving towards something, moving towards completion of fulfillment or happiness in the future. It's built up, this movement, this momentum. So that this message of this is it, this doesn't have or contain instructions or a practice or a map to get to somewhere else called happiness. So that someone feels uncomfortable with this message. It can do. It wants to do and get to and fix, and it's a little worker bee. Worker ant. Is it worker bee or worker ant? A worker ant. It wants to do. Give me a task. But what's being spoken of already is. It already is. How beautiful. And the one who wants a task is an appearance in it. And is it, but an appearance in it. Give me a task to do. How can I get there? This isn't it. and that has to burn itself up or burn itself out. And that's painful. Painful. So this isn't about that person or energy getting something. It thinks it is. It thinks it will get enlightened. It thinks it will get liberated. It will have it. It thinks it will get there. And it has to, in a way. Have that hope. But what's really happening is it's crumbling. It's burning. Because it can't get anywhere. There's nowhere to get to. There's nothing for it. What there is life. What there is this. Nothing. Everything appearing. So free. Without agenda or purpose. Just appearances appearing and disappearing. Just playing. All these promises. All these promises that that are offered. Amazing. So many promises. And the seeker's trying to find the right teacher, the right message, the right path, the right technique. Endlessly trying to get it, trying to get there. It feels lost. It doesn't know the way. So feel free to call in on Skype. I think somebody messaged. Hello. Hi, Jane. Uh, hello? I can see a lamp. Hello? Not very clearly, no.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Not much better. Slightly better, but not much. Do you want to try calling it again? Do you want to try?
It's the first time in my life I'm using Skype. I have no idea how it works.
Okay.
I'm also trying to get myself to be on the thing and not.
I can see. I can see you now. I can see you. I could see just the lamp before.
Yeah, I've got no idea what the icons are. It's my first Skype call ever.
Okay.
Can I just try something? For volume. I'll set for volume.
Yeah, it sounds really funny. Like it's not the volume. It's more to do with the quality of the audio. Do you want to try calling it again? It can sometimes help. Just to end it and call again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
that's better actually. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Oh.
And can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Rebecca. I can't see myself. I've got no idea what you must be seeing.
Oh, there should be a picture of you in the corner, bottom corner.
Yeah, but it's so small that I think I have to put on my glasses to see me. Can you sort of hear me and can you sort of see me?
Yeah. I can hear you and see you now.
Okay, my first Skype call ever. It's like really unnerving. I'm putting myself out there completely.
Yeah.
I'm Carol. You haven't met me yet. I'm Carol Reuter.
Okay. Hi, Carol Reuter.
I know, like when I requested to be a friend to be able to phone or Skype you.
Yeah.
You wrote I don't know. So I was at the time with like this laughing. I don't know if you remember. So I was thinking, well, I must maybe tell you I'm like an ex-murderer and I'm moving to Nottingham soon or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like confused about this whole call. It's very weird for me.
What, the subject or just calling on Skype?
Calling on Skype and having contact with you.
Yeah.
And this is like really weird for me. I've never made a Skype call before and I was feeling very jovial and happy. But for some other strange reason, every time I listen to you like talking or so, then I don't know, I just start crying and now after everything you've just said, I've been in tears the whole time while you were talking.
Yeah.
And now I don't know what to say or don't say or
Yeah, that's okay.
Anything I possibly could have said that was like upbeat, sort of like really like it's like you chucked like this bucket of water on everything.
Yeah. I really don't mind if there needs to be crying or laughing or going quiet or talking or whatever. You know.
I mind. It's my first Skype call ever. You record this stuff, and I feel very unnerved.
Yeah. It's gonna be on Facebook. No, YouTube, isn't it? YouTube.
Pardon?
You're gonna be on YouTube in a day or two.
Yeah.
I can cut it out if you don't want it to be on YouTube. I can cut it out on the.
No, I think I must get with it in life. I'm one of those people that, you know, if I shop anything, then I tear my little pieces of paper up into like these 2 by 2 millimeter sizes to leave no evidence of anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I'm obviously needing to go another route now in life. Putting myself a bit more out there. I actually don't really have any specific questions, but I thought I'd actually really maybe talk to you, and then there would be like 1 or 2 or 3 questions that might come up in the course of it.
Yeah.
But after your intro where you said it's not about, I don't know, and then you listed absolutely anything that possibly could come out of my
mouth. But yeah.
It's so weird. This is live, hey? But I mean, this is like your real time in life now too, hey?
It's what, sorry?
It's your real time in life?
Real time in life? What do you mean?
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's like we're talking now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you talking to me as much as I'm talking to you, because I feel like I'm playing a computer game. You're a lot more real on your YouTubes than you seem to be now. I just see like your eyes and like some ceiling and eyes and ceilings.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Maybe. just really felt like connecting with you so badly because I feel so isolated. I feel so lost. But I mean, I'm talking about good and proper lost. And it almost feels like at times I've lost a lot of who I am, but at the same time I've not really taken much on board of being more than just being me. That's not really always me anymore. You know, it's like I sort of sometimes feel so stuck in limbo. And then I really start questioning about the reality. What is real? What's not real? What am I? Because I've actually realized that the human mind's ridiculously powerful, and it can actually believe a lot of stuff too. In the same way, it can unbelieve a lot of stuff. It can brainwash itself. It can. And I actually don't know what's real anymore, and I don't know what's not real anymore, and how much of it is wishful thinking, how much is hoping that it's just like an escape out of a super shitty life, you know, like a life in which I don't know, but it's not like escaping, wanting it more blissful, but escaping that it's not my hurt anymore. It doesn't belong to me. You know what I'm saying? So then it can hurt as long it's not mine anymore. You know, it's like whatever's making it must deal with it, or whatever's. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Not really. Like an allowing it to hurt, sort of thing. Not being bothered by it.
But then I don't have to claim it as mine anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't belong to me anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel so super confused, and I've got absolutely nowhere to go. I've got nowhere to turn to. I live in an extremely dogmatic society, where there's absolutely no leeway for other than just complete dogmatic religion.
Right, yeah.
As the basis from which everybody's functioning. And I feel I really so badly wish I could just talk to somebody, and that's probably what got me to connect with you.
Yeah.
I actually ordered your book I was so excited, and I was excited I ordered your book from the bookstore. They said I should have it in about 6 weeks' time.
Oh, cool. 6 weeks, wow. That's a long time. Okay.
Maybe another time I'll give away where I live. Okay, I'll just put it there. I'm from Namibia.
Oh, lovely. It's really nice there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. How familiar are you with it?
Well, I'm not very familiar, but I've heard of it. I hope it's a nice place to visit. It's very, lots of nature, obviously, and I hope it's really nice.
Our wildlife is insanely beautiful.
Yeah.
It's an awesome country. It really is awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so non-duality is not really hit here yet. It's a little bit far south or somewhere. I don't know. It's like nobody's heard of it before. Nobody knows what I talk about, but nobody's interested, to quite frankly. I've now resorted to the maddest of all mad things, but I'm seeing a psychiatrist. It's like just to have somebody, because that's like some person in society that lends itself to just shutting up and listening.
Right, yeah.
For the benefit for me to just talk.
Yeah.
Which is it's a bit weird. It's like really, really weird for me. But I've been questioning so many things about about everything, you know, because it's also a dangerous place to go put yourself, you know, when they start probably, I don't know, I've just, thank God I'm not, in a way, I'm glad I'm not completely there yet, not that there's anywhere to be other than where I am, but I mean, I probably should, like, I don't know, I've had these visions of, like, you know, coming up with these delusions of grandeur at some stage, maybe, that might, like, really jeopardize my freedom in society. But, yeah, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I might never get there. Yeah, I've just been very, I've just felt very, very isolated and really not knowing what's real anymore. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's, I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah. That's
and
probably
I don't know, for some other reason, I just have this incredible hurt. I don't know why. I'm just always so desperately yearning to go home, not knowing where home is. But at the same time, always just feeling so moved every single time I'm listening to you. And I actually went to a retreat with Lisa Kans in June in Greece.
Oh, right.
And it was terrible because every time she opened her mouth, I'd start bawling. And I found that with you as well. Often I listen to you, I just like, I don't know what this is. It's like, I'm so completely drawn to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm so completely drawn to the message of non-duality. Not that I even quite know what the message is. You know what I'm saying? It's except it's... I just feel I'm so screwed. I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Well, you are screwed, basically. If you feel drawn to this, then you are.
But like I'm manically drawn to it, but it's leaving me completely emotionally devastated and mentally completely confused, and because nobody seems to want to give me the time of day. Like when I start talking, it's like people run. Or, you know what I'm saying, is I've learned with my family, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't even talk about it anymore, about non-duality or another way of experiencing life or seeing life as a possibility other than, you know, because I mean, this is really not dogging on them, because in some ways I've actually been able to sit back and also like see the amazingness of the way, like how different everything thinks and how different everything does everything. But I mean, there's no sense in anybody's reality that there could be another alternative to life, you know?
You can be quite isolated with message, become quite lonely.
And, you know, but it's not even like lonely as that you actually wish for somebody else, because unless it's the right somebody else's, but it's not like lonely that I wish for somebody. I just wish for connecting with
like-minded people.
Pardon?
Like-minded people who are on a similar path or similar subject, have the interest in non-duality and a questioning reality.
Or for that matter, actually feeding into a greater sense of presence or isness or nothingness, or, you know what I'm saying, that underlying something.
Not really then, no.
I mean, is there not an underlying sort of like presence or a sense of I don't know, a sense of the, I don't know, I run out of questions because I don't really have a question, because I don't know. I don't even know what I want to ask or don't ask.
Yeah.
I just
What are
feel
you?
completely. Pardon?
What are you looking for? Something other than what's happening? Something other than what is?
Not really. At times, no. Because at some I just know that I can't explain to you how I know, and then I don't know, and how I experience it, then I don't experience it, and it's like ultimately, I mean, I know nothing can ever be anything other than what like it is. I just wish that I could be like swallowed up in life.
Yeah.
I just wish that I could be swallowed up in life, by life, as life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Pardon?
That's what's happening. That's the sense of you as a person, a limited being in here.
Yeah.
Isn't actually a reality. It's not true.
But
that sense of someone is being burnt and swallowed up by life.
But maybe I'm just I don't know, it'll just probably do its thing, because at this stage it's just so, it feels like the me that was in life is no longer there, but I'm not swallowed up either yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know that, like, can you sort of sense what I'm saying?
I can hear what you're saying, but that one who feels that it knows that is also still the person. It's still the sense of me.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. No, it's not swallowed up. That's why it's not swallowed up yet. But I mean, that's why there is definitely still the separation. It's there. It's not there. It's I don't know. I don't know. I actually just don't know squat anymore.
No.
Except that I don't know. I just feel so unstable. I keep on crying, but I'm also normal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do my work. I go to do the shopping. I walk the dog. You know what I'm saying? I do what needs to be done, but at the same time, I don't know. It's like I can't. It's like I don't know. I feel like I'm like a moth drawn to a flame. And now all that I feel is almost like, it's like I'm getting too close to the flame, and it just goes like ouch, 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 ouch the whole time. And I'm just hoping that one day it will just probably like go straight in and just like, get consumed.
No. It won't happen. I'm sorry to say, but it won't happen. It won't happen. For what you're hoping for, it's not going to happen.
What, to be consumed by life?
Yeah. It's not going to happen like that.
knowing where I belong.
Yeah.
I don't know where I belong anymore. Because I feel like I belong nowhere. I really feel like somebody that's been that doesn't have a territory or
A home.
no, I don't. It's not on this planet, but it's not off the planet either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where, what, how?
It's like you've been left and abandoned. You've been left here abandoned.
Completely. But I don't even want to. I don't know, and that's why I actually don't know where to run to anymore, because I don't want to run to family or friends, or for that matter, Rebekah, with all due respect, I don't even want to run to you. As a place of solace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know where else. So where, you know? I feel like I'm in the desert, like really.
Yeah.
I feel lost in this desert. It's just how it is. I mean, yeah, right, it is just how it is for me now,
Yeah.
but is that just how it is?
I can understand what you're saying. That feeling of being abandoned and lost and but the beautifulest thing is this has always been home. I know it feels awful, like, oh my God, I've been left here, I'm alone. But this has always been home. That sense of abandonment is a dream happening. I'm here, abandoned. I exist as something separate from life. But this is home. What's appearing is home. It's not happening to someone. There's not someone here. This voice you're hearing is home. The computer screen that's appearing is home. Everything is home already. It was never left. That's a dream appearing.
I somehow know that too. But it's not always my experience.
Yeah.
In fact, my experience is the opposite.
Yeah.
Is this sort of the way it seems to play out?
Yeah. Just plays out. This someone trying to find home, trying to get back to home. I can't do anything to remove that separation, that dream of some separation. It's appearing. It's appearing in this freedom. It's not a personal appearance, just appearing in freedom. So it can't ever get home because it's already home. It can't get to where it thinks it's going to get to. It's impossible.
I know exactly what you're saying, but why?
But it's appearing.
I know exactly what you're saying, and at the same time, it's also eluding me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's both.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but it's.
But even that knowing what I'm saying is also an appearance appearing.
Yep.
In home. It isn't true. This isn't really known. It's just appearing. I know what you mean. It's another appearance appearing. It's not true. It's not true.
Not from your perspective. It's not true from where
not true.
I know you're not lying to me, although it doesn't feel like it to me. Just patiently let life do its thing.
That's happening anyway, regardless of whether you let it or not. That's happening. Life is already happening. The calling on Skype, the speaking, the thinking, the feeling of being awful, I'm lost in here. It's already happening by itself. There isn't someone in there doing that. There isn't someone in there who is actually lost. That's an appearance appearing. Like the doorbell will ring, an appearance appearing, a thought will appear, appearing. I get it, I don't get it, appearing. There's nobody in the middle of that, operating that. Total freedom, flowing, life flowing, saying things, thinking things, doing things.
But then why would life be so cruel to always make me not experience the freedom, but the sense of wanting to go home even though I am home?
Yeah.
Why has it been playing this ridiculous? It's such an evil game.
Yeah, it seems like that. It can seem like that to the separation, to the one who's living in the movie. How cruel! How cruel!
It is cruel. It's never stopping.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. No one's getting hurt. Nothing is doing this. Nothing is doing it. It's like, why not be everything? Why not appear as table, a computer, and as someone separate in the body? Why not appear as that? Pretend to be someone in here suffering.
It's having a fucking ball in my body. That much I can say.
It's just not true. There's no one here.
I would never have called you on Skype if I really thought that there was. I wouldn't have put myself out like that. Yeah, this is so bizarre. And it will be what it does. Or it won't do what it does.
There's nothing else than what's appearing. There's nothing else than what's appearing. This is all there is. Trying to find what's real. This is real. What is happening. There's nothing else other than this. What is happening. There's nothing else. There's no future. There's no tomorrow. There's no outside. There's just what's happening. This is it. This is everything. What's happening.
Sometimes even that's so daunting to me. It's so daunting to think how big it must be, or how amazing it must be, that can make everything be what it is.
I don't know what you mean, sorry.
Like the source of everything.
Yeah.
It's quite daunting. What's sort of like creating everything?
No, it is everything.
Yeah.
It is the table.
But I mean, it's actually daunting. It's daunting sometimes, like the idea of how huge it is, how absolutely powerful it is.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary. It's so big.
Yeah, because you'll be lost in it. You'll be lost in it. It'll overwhelm you, overpower you, and you'll be lost. You'll be killed. You will die in it. It's so big, so vast, so borderless, boundless.
It scares me sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Yeah. It will consume you. It will.
Maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been such a drama queen. Oh my god. Maybe I'll have somebody else call you or talk to you.
I don't think so. There's nobody else.
Because I'm always so maybe going to the psychiatrist is not such a bad idea for now. Now I have a bit of a victim mentality that we need to deal with. Like the programming is a little bit shabby in that respect.
Okay.
So I'm just scared I might take up too much time as well. So.
Alright. I don't mind.
Okay, but yeah, then will you kick me off? Because I'm actually here without a watch. I've got absolutely no idea.
Well, it's really nice talking to you, Carol. Thanks for calling in.
You're really sweet, and thank you so much for what you do. And thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, Namibia, wow. I hear it's really nice there. Thanks for the thanks for the intro. Very illuminating. Question: does Rebekah ever worry about death? Cheery. Does Rebekah ever worry about death? Is the question. Hi Lee, by the way. About death. No. Although I was suicidal for quite a while, so I welcomed death anyway. So no, I never really worry about death. Like I mean, who's living? Oh, that was Stuart. It had to be somebody who felt that they were alive to then worry about dying. Who's living? This is life happening. Who's living? That was Stuart. I'm going to ring Stuart back. Stew. Hi, Stuart.
Are you talking to both of us at once?
No. Maybe you're behind. You're behind on Ustream.
Oh, let me turn
yeah.
The volume.
It's out of sync with real time.
Hi, Stuart.
Well, I just heard something.
Yeah, it's a few minutes behind on Ustream.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I just heard someone else talking, and then I hit the, on Skype to talk, and it sounded like we were both. It was a three-party call, but it wasn't.
No. No.
Anyway, so I thought, since I don't know what to ask, and since I maybe told you this before, but I'll say it and then you can respond. When I was 19, back in the Stone Age, when I was 19 years old, I was reading a book about Zen by a guy by the name of Suzuki.
Okay.
And I was in the forest, and suddenly my whole world changed. I mean, I was the tree, I was the squirrel, I was the grass, and there was the biggest thing in it was that there was no fear. It was like, and by noticing that there was no fear, I realized that there was always fear up until that moment.
Yeah.
Continuous. So it's like all opposites just disappeared, and there was just everything. But it was nothing that I did to make it happen. It was, so I was reading the book. He said something in the book, and then for a few seconds,
Yeah.
the universe was turned inside out. It was great, and I've been trying for 50 years to get back there. So, and I just and I know a lot of intellectual things about this that are useless. You know, like everything I'm saying and everything I'm doing is an expression. Well, I call it the empty mirror. Okay, the empty mirror. That all of my words are really, all of my dramatizations, all of the trauma that woman who was talking to you before was feeling. It's not just a doorway to what is. It is what is, and it's just not being seen as what is. It's being seen differently. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So the person separation is there, living a life, having this dream of being something in time. So what is, it can't be seen by an appearance. It can't be seen by another appearance. It can't be, because it isn't a thing to be seen.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm asking is what I am experiencing, what that woman was experiencing, all the dramas in life, aren't they all really what is? I mean, they're just not seen as what is. They're seen as a drama, but they're really all windows. Or no, they're not even windows. They're it itself. They're what is itself. Right?
Everything is what is. Yeah, everything is.
So the negative and the positive are anything. It's all
appearing.
Yeah. And it's appear. What I'm trying to say is, isn't its appearing itself the revealing of what is, if you just saw it differently?
Well, no. Like what is, like for example, what is computer and table, and the voice. Of course, Stuart's voice. Lamp, wall, whatever is appearing. But it's not a window to anything. It's just what is. It's not a window to somewhere else. It's not a window to nothing. It's an appearance. There is nothing appearing as whatever the appearance is. Thought. It becomes so intimate. It becomes so what is. It becomes there's no separation anymore between what's appearing and then me somewhere else knowing it or seeing it. It becomes what is what is, with no secondary position. Just what is, what's happening. And that could be anything, yeah, anything.
So maybe it's what I got from what you just said is I turned it into something else probably, but the viewer and the viewed are the same thing.
Hang on. The viewer. These things really mess my
The
brain up.
subject and object are the same thing.
Hang on.
The one who's looking and what me looking and what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sometimes you don't get what I'm saying. It's really, it cuts through a lot of confusion for me. When you don't understand what I'm saying, that actually helps me because you're not in that confusion.
Well, so what you're saying is that the object, so the computer, is the seeing is computer. Yeah, it's the same thing. You couldn't have seeing without thing to see. The seeing is the computer. The computer is the seeing.
Yeah.
But I prefer there's just the object, the appearance. The seeing bit is a bit. I prefer there's just what is appearing. The computer. There's nobody seeing it. It's just the computer.
It's what is appearing as something, right? What is? When you say what is, you're talking about the non-duality.
No, I'm saying what is happening.
Oh,
what is what is happening. What is appearing. So what is this? What's happening?
And so you're saying, and what's happening is all that you are, is what you are.
It's all that is.
Is all that is.
Yeah.
Including you or I.
Everything.
Yeah.
Even a thought or an imagination of tomorrow, or a thought or imagination of anything is everything. That's what's appearing. Thought, imagination, an image is an appearing, an emotion's appearing, anger, frustration, whatever's appearing is what is. So simple and obvious. There's just what's happening. There's just screaming. There's just hands. There's just computer. There's just phone call. There's just a thought about non-duality. But it's just not a truth. It's just an appearance. It doesn't mean anything. It's just an appearance. This is the freedom of life, just happening and appearing. This is freedom. It's not sticky. It's just happening. It's not going anywhere. Not leading you to anywhere. It's just appearing and disappearing.
I'm blank. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. It is blank. Blankety blank. It is blank. It is. But yet it's also full. Full of thoughts and ideas and objects seemingly to appear. It's full, yet it's empty, blank, still, nothing. And yet thoughts are appearing. Voices saying this, saying that. Non-duality. Is it right? Is it wrong? Am I there? Am I not there? It's the appearance. Appearing in freedom already. Home already. I understand it. I don't understand it. Just appearing. There's nothing solid. There's nobody here solid or permanent. Nothing is.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is what is permanent? Unchanging? Sometimes some teachers use the word that, like awareness is unchanging and it's the foundation of it. There's all kinds of teachings.
Yeah. Um, I would say nothing is always nothing. It's always nothing. But then there seems to be these appearances appearing, and they seem to change, and they grow, they die. Things come and go. So it seems to be moving, but it's not. It's still empty. But it's an appearance of thoughts that come and go, an appearance of, objects that come and go. This voice is coming and going. Now it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Nothing is static and still and permanent. There's nobody still and permanent here. It's all like that.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. This is life happening freely. So free, boundless. Where are the thoughts appearing from?
It's like anything I try to say alters it into a story. Anytime I try to understand it, I go deeper into I sink deeper into the hypnosis of it.
Well, where are the thoughts appearing from? Where's that thought appeared from?
The thoughts are appearing from nowhere. I know that.
Where's that voice appearing from?
Nowhere. It's not appearing from anywhere.
So who's speaking?
No one's speaking. They're speaking. I know they're speaking. And there's a conversation that isn't happening that's happening. Is what it seems. Why are you trying to have me say something different?
No, I'm just asking what.
Okay, well, I mean, I go in and out of no self and self. I do the routine of, okay, well, if I exist, where am I? Point to me. And I can't point to me, it can't find me. So then I realize, I'm not, there's no one here. And then I'm talking to someone and I'm thinking, who are they talking to? And that's great, but then I lose it. It's like it's incomplete.
Is that true?
No, that's a story. No words are true. How's that?
But that's the actual experience. It's just words coming out.
Yet words are just coming out.
Thoughts are appearing. Clouds appear. People appear. Objects appear. The body moves.
And there's an effort to make sense out of it, and that screws it up.
This can't be screwed up. This can't be screwed up. How could it be?
I know I'll listen to you or something, and you'll say something, and it'll blow me away. And I'll write it down, and in writing it down, I lose it. In trying to make intellectual sense out of it,
Yeah.
I destroy it. Because it's intangible, and I try to make it tangible.
Yeah. But it's always this. You can't be lost or found, or it's always this. Always this. Never moves. It's never not this.
Huh. So there's nothing I can say that's true or false. It just is this.
It's just speaking happening. Just words coming out.
And if you have a point of view, I'd rather, it should leave Euro. That's just an expression of what is.
Yeah, it comes out. Or not, depends. But yeah, it just comes out.
It isn't a truth or a falsehood.
No, it just comes out. Based upon the conditioning, the preferences, experiences, all different things affect, the conditioning,
Okay.
preference.
Huh.
The mystery is right here. What's being looked for is right here. The person thinks it's somewhere in the future, hasn't quite got it yet. It's not quite there yet. It's right here. It's right here. This nothing is right here. It's right here. It's being everything. It's being everything. Every thought, every sound, every feeling. It's everything. Nothing was lost.
Wow. And as you're talking, I'm getting, there's like a change in viewpoint happening, but then I worry.
Then you what, sorry?
I worry
You worry.
that I'm going to lose it. Or, whatever I'm getting towards from your talking,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it. And but what you're saying is that even that worry about losing it itself is what's happening.
It's an appearance, yeah. A thought or a commentary. I've got it. I might lose it. It's another appearance. This can't be had. How can you have this? Nobody had it. It's a lie. I had it. I lost it. It's not true. It's an appearance.
No one loses anything or has anything.
Because there isn't anyone to have it or lose it. There's just what is. You can't have these words, this voice. You can't have anything.
Wow. I'm wordless here.
You are.
I'm wordless.
You're wordless. Words will appear again. Thoughts will appear.
Yeah, words appear, thoughts appear.
And yet there's still this nothingness that isn't affected by the thoughts or by the speaking, the stories. It's still nothing. Always nothing.
Always nothing. Always nothing. Whether it's fear or whether it's bliss, it's always nothing. I'm asking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
everything is what is, and there is no one having any of it, then then there is no good or bad, or this is better than that,
But that can be an appearance.
except in appearance,
Yeah.
and except in the mechanics of life. Yeah, living in this world. Yeah.
This is it, Stu.
I didn't hear you.
This is it. This is it.
This is it.
This is it. There is no world. This is it. This is it.
Wow, this is great. Can we move in together? This is great. This feels good. All right, I'm gonna just be with this.
Okay. Thanks for the call, Stuart.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, just checking. Oh, Lee's so funny. Okay, it's been yeah, an hour and a half. Yeah. There's no more questions, I don't think. Okay, I'll leave it there. Hopefully it's going to save this week, but I'm very doubtful about that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so thank you for tuning in and joining us. Bye. See you next week.